Vocals on. Vocals 1 and 2 are
Oh
on.
God, here we go.
Yeah. Oh my
Alright.
gosh. Welcome, everyone,
We
to
are,
tonight's episode. Man, we got. Fuck. Alright, I'll shut up. Boop.
it's exciting day. Exciting day today.
Whew.
Could be. The last time you guys got together, you found Soth in his ethereal state, almost, immaterial, sitting on his throne, trapped within these four mirrors of these fantasy memories of his, where he would remember things differently, where he would not remember his sins or his failures. Uh, you saved Beatrix in the first mirror, robbing Soth of his false memory, fantasy, and you killed Tanis so that and took the crown of power so he couldn't, again, have his fantasy. There's two more remaining, but as every time you guys come out of the one of the mirrors after successfully disrupting a fantasy or a fantasy memory, false memory, you see that he's a little bit more tangible, a little bit more animated. At this point now he's standing up, helmet down, but he's not moving or anything, and you can still see through him. Like if somebody was holding a light behind him, you'd probably still see, but that is where you're at. Caradoc stands there, his old seneschal, whose neck he broke, ghost now, uh, cursed with his broken neck, even in his ghostly figure or ghostly state. He's been kind of, don't know if helping or guiding you is a better word. Kind of understands what's happening here. You guys had just finished the second mirror, and yeah, felt
I'm
a
sorry.
surge of like
What was his
understanding
name
and
again? The helper.
Caradoc.
Caradoc. Caradoc. Okay. We leveled up too, right? We're level 8 now.
Yep,
Gotta make sure I
that's where
did
that
that.
yeah, surge of like experience and like confidence.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
guys have been successful here.
There.
Caradoc looks at you guys. You have done well. Now the true test. Two more to go, and then he returns. He walks you over to the next mirror. As you look in, you see a wide tournament field. At the far edge stand several colorful pavilions. In the open space between the tents, two figures in gleaming armor struggle while others watch. You can just hear the rattle of swords beside one of the pavilions. You see that there's a large blue shape, some sort of creature is curled in sleep. It's a beautiful sunny day. As he looks, he says, again, a false memory. He never met Tiara in his old state. He was a monster when he met her. But again, in his fantasy, he won her hand in this contest. So it was false. In his fantasy, he goes and there's a contest for Kitiara's hand.
All right,
Vanquishes
Gideon, you know what to
all of
do.
his enemies, and
Well, it worked once, but I don't know if it'll work again. Are we further along in his dreams?
no. So it's more of
Or,
like
or
the
his
more of
visions?
yeah. No, they've actually jumped back because you started when he wasn't this undead monster, and then you went back, and then he went back again. But in his fantasy, he was already, or in reality, he was already a monster when he met
Yeah.
her. Um, and so to him, it's all of his memories are out of whack.
I don't dislike that idea, Ren.
I mean, even if it does nothing, even if it doesn't necessarily be the payload that breaks this memory, I think it's a good starting point for us as a like mess with his head while we figure out how to actually break the memory. So I think it's a no loss angle, in my opinion.
What
So I'm saying Gideon, pour on that charm,
I
and pour on that heroic Don
I,
Quixoteism,
I,
and
I
make it
was
happen.
I don't.
Why not?
I mean,
Well, that only worked because you saved her life.
yeah, I'm not really good with them, with talking to girls or anything. So
Yeah. Me either. Or boys, or
yeah.
So
forest creatures.
can we focus back on what's happening in front of us here, instead of how suave someone is? So this is a. Did you say this is a competition? He won a competition for her hand.
Well, in his fantasy, he did, and that is why she traveled with him because she was a ruthless warlord, and so was he. But in his
Okay.
fantasy, he's
Again,
one.
competition sounds like something up Gideon's alley. But if Gideon is truly nervous about
Just
laying on the Rico Suave, then we've got a couple other people with beautiful faces and wonderful tongues.
How about
What do you
this? If we keep him preoccupied with the competition with someone like Gideon or Alana, we have a quite handsome, quite buff halfling who, if Lord Soth, even if he wins and turns around and sees her being walked away by a 3-foot tall man
Who's very muscular.
who's
I
very
like this one a
muscular, that
lot.
would be defeating to his ego.
I'm also torn on which team I would be best suited for in that scenario, because I could help muck around with Lord Soth.
This feels like a 3-team situation.
Classic
You're about-
three-teamer.
Classic 3-teamer.
Put the party in
I say-
brain.
I think you and I stand back and manipulate things. I think Alana and Gideon go on to fight, and I think Bungo takes Memnock in case something happens, and uses his charm. And
do we even know what kind of
Look,
competition it
Yeah,
is?
I was just gonna say.
Now, who cares? But it sounds
What-
like something you could do, right, Gideon?
What's the scenario of this mirror by chance?
It looks like a jousting fight, right? That was
You
what
can
we
see
saw.
on
Like
the
on the
side,
posters.
it's very far away, but you can make out like there's two ironclad individuals battling, or kind of in the circle of onlookers.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Close to like nightly stuff, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's. I'm. Look, guys. Out of character, Damien. Last session was fucking awesome. Out of character, all you guys kicked the shit out of last session.
All right, let's
In
get back in
character.
character.
Let's
I think
do this.
what if we don't even get a chance to fight? If the fight's already going on, maybe there's something else. And I think that's what we should look for, is that
I
first
think we should
clue.
look around first, either way.
Yep. All right.
I think we're good to go. We have a concept of a plan.
All right,
It'll
Caradoc.
probably fall
Evaluate
as
the
soon
territory.
as we step through, but whatever. We'll wing it. We've gotten pretty good at that. I'm feeling very confident in all of you, and most of the time I just cower. So
All right.
keep it up.
Let's-
Keep it up, team.
In we go.
In we go. Come on, Alana.
All right. So as you guys step through again, it's like stepping through, almost like just like there's just a slight pressure, like it's just kind of breaking off of you as you step in. But it's very free and easy to do as you step into the mirror. And you look behind you. Well, first thing you notice is you're in this wide grassy field. A few hundred yards away, 4 colorful pavilions stand in an open square. In the square between the tents, 2 figures in gleaming armor fight with swords while others watch. The clash of swords rings out across the plains. Beside one of the pavilions lies a large blue dragon curled in sleep. Behind you, an oval of utter blackness hangs a few inches off above the ground. It is about 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide. It has no depth and appears two-dimensional.
Okay. Let's get a closer look.
Wait, can you run that oval by me again?
It's just
It's where we stepped out of.
It's where you stepped out. It's the oval where you stepped out.
Okay.
It's a
That
return
blackness,
point.
like it is every time.
Yep.
All right, but I imagine diminishes, and then because we usually leave through an alternate exit, right? Or do we always go back through?
It's
the
always
same spot?
hanging. They've always been hanging there. You guys have always exited when the mirror or when the fantasy breaks and the whole.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's always been that thing, somewhere hanging in the air.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If you want it.
I'll ignore it for now, because I'm not that cowardly.
We could just present like a new knight entering the field. Someone could be the
Yes.
herald.
Yes.
That should be you.
Someone. You could be
I
there.
could be the herald.
I think
I could be the herald. And
Well, I mean, he'll make a great herald, but
Make
I
a banister.
thought he was gonna
Banner. Make a
the-
banner.
well, while you're fighting, I can, do whatever you want to do. But like,
I'll pick up a stick. Just like any long stick that's around. That looks decent.
Okay.
And I'll use minor illusion to make like a banner.
I will
I was
supplement
literally
your
looking
minor
for fabric in my inventory.
It's like a visage of Gideon with like a lion's head roaring, where he's like in the lion's mouth. And the colors are like blue and white. I don't know. If we're on the spot, I guess it's alright.
I think this will work. Let's go for it. I mean, and also Gideon doesn't have armor, but
I do. What are you talking about? I got badass armor.
you were. You got
Full
plate?
plate. Yeah,
You
remember he's got
full
that.
plate?
He's got that
Oh,
force.
fuck, never mind. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forget everything I said.
Yeah.
Gideon, if you want, I could cast minor illusion on your helm to make it look like a lion.
I'm just a guard. Someone else should be this. It's.
I was gonna say, what do we look like? Because we've looked different in other memories.
Okay.
Oh,
Even Alana, like,
This time you guys look like you.
You're okay.
don't take this the
Alana
wrong
too.
way, but if we had Alana beat him, wouldn't that be even a bigger factor?
yeah.
to
I think
do?
that's
I'm
the
very
smart
open
way.
to that as well.
I think
I'll
that's
change the banner to like dark black. Dark black. Black's obviously dark. What the fuck?
It's extra
Black. Extra black. Vanta black. And then like purple. And I'm gonna try and think back and remember what those runes look like that show up when she goes into her like undead dread form, and I'll put those on it as like the main symbol. And then like
Do
horns
you have a
down.
last name or a house you want to be from?
I do not answer that question.
House of
Okay.
Venom.
When you grow up on the street, you forget you have a last name.
Right. But for the sake of this, we're just gonna make something up then, right? Do you want to make
I
something
got
up?
it.
You wanna-
I got it.
He's
All right. But before you do,
Let's
Alana,
go.
this
We
is
don't know how much time we have.
chance to pick your own last name.
I don't like being on the spot.
All right. So let's walk it in.
Mhm.
All right. Ren and Gideon, you're like helper monkeys, groomsmen for the horse or whatever.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah.
This
gonna-
boy, bring
gonna
me my
cast
piss bucket,
Sanctuary.
this boy. Okay.
As we're going up,
this-
I cast a sanctuary on Alana. Make sure
as
he
you go to
attacks
cast your
first.
spell, you just seem to forget it, almost like you can't
Uh,
remember any kind of leveled spell. Actually,
never mind.
Can I try to cast? I'm gonna try
yeah,
to
you can't.
cast.
As you try to cast a spell, you realize it's like you can't remember the last part of it.
Yeah.
Cantrip though was fine.
Yeah. So your cantrips are fine. They're not
Okay.
actual spells. So as you approach, the two knights are locked in combat, oblivious to the cheers of the onlookers. One knight wears plate mail and wears a shield. Its emblem is a kingfisher with a red rose. in the beak. It has straight. He has straight blonde hair and a long mustache. The other knights wear. The other knight wears chainmail and carries a blue shield embossed with a silver dragon. Both his hair and his drooping mustache are white, and his face is wrinkled with age, but he fights like a man in his prime. A dozen young squires stand to one side of the fighting, cheering on the battle as it progresses. A cheer for Lord Soth! Shout some. Fight well, Lord Pal! Shouts others. Um, the pavilion immediately behind the spot where the two men struggle is open to one side. In a carved mahogany chair sits a beautiful young warrior clad in blue armor. In one hand, she holds an embroidered scarf, her favor. Raising it slightly, she calls out to the two knights fighting before her. To the victor go the spoils, my hand in marriage to the winner of today's contest. For Ali shall only wed a man of might who can beat all challengers. The white-haired man turns his head slightly to look at the woman, acknowledging her smile. In that instant, the other knight strikes. His sword pierces the older knight's throat. Blood sprays from the white-haired man's chest. His eyes fly open wide as he sags to the ground. That was unfair. He falls forward. The victorious knight bows before the woman in the pavilion, then turns and drags the body of his foe over to the blue dragon. Opening one eye, the monster licks its lips. Beside it lie a number of bloodied suits of mail, torn open like foil. The victorious knight turns to the open pavilion. I have won, Kitiara, he says, wiping his bloodied sword. You are mine. And she kind of uh, pauses for a second before, not quite yet, oh, she replies, her crooked smile on her lips. Look there. More competitors have arrived. She points in your direction.
There is another. Make way. Open the field for
There's kind of some
another.
murmurs and hushes across.
Another.
Who dare approach another knight? Another warrior?
Indeed,
Wishes to die like the rest?
the greatest of warriors. The warrior that will put your warriordom to shame, Lord Saw. I give you the mistress of despair, the walker of many planes, the slitter of throats, the clasher of clashes, the smasher of shields. I give you Alana, mistress of the street. Come to lay you low on
He
this
stares at you,
field.
looks up at Alana. I will kill any any challenger that
I
stands before
sense
me.
hesitation and fear in your voice. Be not afraid that she is a woman.
I dare
Your
not lay a
embarrassment
hand upon
will
her unless she raises a blade to me. But
your
after I
embarrassment will be
kill you,
short.
Alana, who's next? I'll kill you one by one. Single combat. So after you fall to my blade, Alana, he looks over at you and your full on plate.
Yeah.
Would you be second then?
Yeah, I'd like to take another one from you.
Looks down at Bungo with your big sword.
Oh, this
What about
little
you? Would you
thing?
be third then?
This little thing.
I'm holding like my notebook open with like a quill and trying to look very diminutive, scribe-like.
Speak now.
If you find a way to get past my companions here, then you will have earned the right to die at my hand.
It looks at Ren, almost uh, expecting you not to. What
Yeah,
about
Ren
you?
looks away.
Okay. He moves on to look at Bones and you.
I think I'm okay.
Very
He's
well.
not going to contest me, guys. Don't worry.
I
The
like I
mistress
like
of the street, was it,
I like
Alana?
stomp the banner. A little prestidigitation though. Just show off some magic.
Oh, I did want to say your plus one goes to I think a plus two. When you leveled up for your shadow spawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told you that. As you feel a little bit more.
I'm going to make my way over to
Everyone's
the
crowding
bleachers.
around. You see, you're kind of in this like 15 to 20 foot diameter, circle. You're tight. Um, of people. You know, he's got a retinue of knights behind him. You guys kind of have your area, but there's also some other knights and other people watching.
I'm gonna go sit
He
next
steps.
to Kiriara, my future wife.
So there's not a seat next to her. She's sitting in like or that mahogany chair in her tent. So you could, if you went to go, like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
I'll
seats,
go
but you could.
lean on the chair and talk to her. Like this
As
is
you
gonna be
approach,
good.
you see that dragon. His head shoots up and shoots up in front. Little premature, little man. You have to prove yourself first, she says as she looks over.
I'm just looking to converse with you under the shade of your tent. And
Give
as
me
you
a
say, I am
persuasion.
a little man.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Uh,
Who's in the tent? The shade. It is a hot day. It is a beautifully hot day.
so it was a nat 1 with a +6 for 7.
Oh,
You see that
Damn you,
if you don't back
VFU.
up, the dragon's gonna take a bite. Like it's pushing it. Like, and she's just smiling with that crooked smile.
I just look back at the dragon and say, aren't you full? Aren't you full enough? You just had the whole human.
That's kind of broken common.
Said to something to
It
me.
smiles. It's got like a bone with still some flesh, with a hand stuck between its teeth, from one of the many nights before. So you see, Soth steps out onto the field. He's got his longsword and his shield. So, one-on-one combat, no tricks, no magic.
No
Obviously,
magic,
use
you're
your
saying?
magic weapon. I mean, he doesn't say that, but you get the idea that you can use the items, but no spells. Is basically the thing. Casting of any wizardry or sorcery.
I haven't either,
An
so
honorable duel. And after I kill the three of you, then Kitiar, you will be mine.
those are your terms of combat?
Those are terms of combat. Do you have anything to add?
That's fair enough.
He nods at you and not expecting you to know the etiquettes of a duel, so he seems to give you a bit more respect in his nod as he swings his sword around a little bit. We'll roll
Um,
initiative. Unless, yeah, I mean,
as he nods, I will like take out Shadow Spawn and flourish it and hold it out, and I'll just do the like bow like really deep and back up and flick my hair.
Can, are
he readies
we?
himself.
I think I just took psychic damage.
Damien, are the rest of us allowed to roll initiative in this as
You
well?
are, yeah, I mean, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you plan on doing something, you can certainly.
I mean, I'll roll, but I got nothing.
God damn it.
But yeah, you get the feeling that that the memory
Yeah.
won't allow spells to be cast, and that
I'll
is
roll
why,
that.
he's in his fantasy.
I mean, I suspect this is going to be very one-on-one. And if we intervene in any obvious way, that's going to fuck shit up. But
Well,
I don't know.
roll
Maybe
me-
some of
you
you are
roll-
more subtle than me.
you gotta have a cadence for when and if you want to intervene or do something.
Yeah, even if you want to speak something or shout something. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I rolled, but
Ren,
13 here.
Bones,
9.
Lana,
It's a 16.
There you go.
Bungo.
An 8. Coming out hot with a 1
Gideon.
and a 5.
7.
So, yeah, shitty rolls for everybody. So, Alana, you kind of feel that kick in, urge to take the initiative as you guys are squaring off each other. It's very tight. You guys have a hard, like, if you guys are trying to watch, like, right up in the action, you're kind of jostling around for position, as it's a lot of people are very interested. But you're first to go.
Um, quick question for the DM: what style arena do we have? How big is it? And how far away is he?
It's so he at this point is literally 5 feet away from you, and it's total like roughly 15 to 20 feet diameter circle. It's very tight. It's like they've created this little, you can move 5 feet basically in either the two of you could move 5 feet in any kind of direction. But that's
Mhm.
about it. But he at the moment is 5 feet away from you.
Cool. I will immediately do my channel divinity and press my conquering presence. He needs to do a whiz saving throw.
Nice.
Rolled a 19 on die.
Shoot. So he succeeded.
24.
Well, there goes that.
He kind of just shrugs it off as he's staring you down.
Mm-hmm. And then let's see. That would be my. I believe that would be my action.
Is it though?
I don't know. I want to double check. Both is channeling divinity is one action.
No. Okay.
Unfortunately, I'll sidestep.
Okay.
And not lock eyes with him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Is anybody gonna do anything? Ren.
I'll cheer lightly, like I'll cheer, but I'm not like a real loud
Bones.
crowd member.
I'm in. Can I? All right. Since I leveled up, I'm going to subtle spell.
Yeah. So as
And I'm
you
gonna
cast, you can't. It's almost like you just can't draw the power.
even for subtle spell, because it's not a
Because it's
spell.
not a matter of like, yeah. You just. So basically, because this duel is supposed to be without,
Yeah.
tricks and stuff. So it's in his fantasy. It's just
Yeah.
not it's just not part of the equation. As you guys are.
All right. I'm good then.
Okay. We are at his turn. He is going to come in with his long sword. You see, he steps like a tiger, moves like a lion. Sounds like a meerkat. No.
With the speed of a mongoose.
Yeah. But he is going to swing at you.
And the breath of
18.
a swan.
Cock.
Does 18 hit?
Nope.
Does a 20 hit?
Nope. I have a kite shield, and that is dinging off that.
Okay.
Nice.
Lungo, are you doing anything?
Yeah. I am going to report to Kidiara. I know my first attempt to speak to you came off a little wrong. The big dog here is very pissed off at me. I can tell. I'm going to be a snack soon. But I have some information that you really need to see, and I'm going to pull out Soft's coded journal. And I'm going to say, before you marry this man, you got to look at this diary. It's messed up.
You see that dragon's head come up and come try to snatch you up as she doesn't intervene. 24 to hit.
I swallowed whole. A 24 to hit. So I can't use silvery barbs then at the.
In theory, you could. Yeah, I guess. I don't know right? Because you cast it when.
Well, it's not. There's the cast as a spell or whatever. It's
It's a spell. Of course you can't. Yeah. No. You can't use.
Yeah, it's a reaction thing.
Sorry, I'm just so disheartened by silvery barbs. Did you hear me? I was just like, yeah, you.
Yeah, I guess.
I should have just rolled it. I could use cutting words, but that's not going to change enough. From a 24, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, was it the dragon's turn?
27 piercing damage.
It was the dragon's turn. 27 piercing damage.
He was holding his action because you
Oh, bastard.
weren't leaving, so he was prime. That's what And so then when he didn't leave, and came back, or rather came back, he was like, man, game mechanics in my favor, figuring it out.
Very bitey. Okay. 27
It
damage.
rips into you and kind of hurls you to the side and then stands up. You know. Some people kind of catches some of their attention, but for the most part, they're still focused on the
Yeah.
two fighting. So Gideon, do you want to do anything?
I would like to pull him back, like trying to get our little buddy over, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna just go between Soth and Alana, but if you guys want to do
Yep.
something, then just jump in.
Okay.
Alana, you're up.
Awesome. So I will take a swing.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a 24.
That will hit for sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
Nice.
So let me roll here. Wait. I will go for a crap. Hold on. Divine Smite.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so is this a level 1? And so that's ooh, okay. And then I have one more thing to do because it is Shadow Spawn. So that's 20 damage from the sword and the divine smite with 4 necrotic.
From slicing into him as there's necrotic and radiant energy kind of entwined, hissing and spitting at each other as it runs up the wound. He lets out takes it. You're gonna pay for that. And then you got something else you said? What else would you like to
I only have one action per turn still. And I'm still saving my change the ace on my sleeve. So, all right. That's it.
All right, he comes at you with a 26 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Oh, I think Jeff wants to do
23
something.
to hit with the second one. Oh wait, actually no, I'm sorry. 26 to hit, and then he's gonna use his bonus action, but we'll just do the damage real quick.
No rush on me. I can do it whenever.
14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna use his bonus action to take a shield and try to shove you to the ground, bash you and shove you to the ground. So you need to make a athletics check, contested athletics check.
Okay.
Roll a four.
I have a 12.
You rolled a 22.
Yep.
So he knocks you prone with his shield. So he comes in, slashes you, shoulder charges, he knocks you prone, comes down with his second attack, which will be advantage because he knocked you to the ground. 21 to hit.
That meets my AC.
No, I'm gonna cutting words. As a reaction.
Okay. What is
Ooh,
the dice?
nice.
You can roll it.
So
That
D8.
is totally something you could do, right? Because you can certainly yell from the crowd. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
100%.
That's the
three.
cool shit about bards.
3.
Like that.
So 18. He is going to reach down deep and kind of, as it goes into this flurry, this kind of surge of action, as he's going to take advantage of you being prone on the ground.
Oh boy.
I still have my shield.
28.
Yeah.
28. Jesus.
25.
It just makes it. Just.
But he does have advantage. That's why I do this part of it. 28 and 20. So those both hit. He is going to roll 13, and then 8. So 21.
Okay.
Yeah, he throws his shield up, taking advantage of the situation. And that'll be his turn. Back to you.
Back to you in
Unless
the
somebody's got
studio.
Ren.
Yeah. Can I just use like I'm gonna burn a bonus action to do insightful fighting on him?
Okay. Deception against his
yeah.
deception against.
Wait, his deception against my what? Perception? Yeah, that's it.
Very good.
Ooh, that's a
Very
29.
good. You guys don't think he's that good. Let's see. So 4 plus 9, 22. Roll.
All right. Excellent. I've got it up for 60 seconds.
And then who just went? Did he go? Yeah, so it's Alana's turn.
Okay. I will change into dread form.
So you're on the ground, you just start ripping, as you dodging attacks, it starts ripping up like out of anger. Yeah.
And then I'll get up. And then I will
There's gas
attack him.
from the.
Yeah, and I now tower over him as well, which is fun. So that is 19 to hit.
19 does not hit.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think that is all I can do. Yep, that's my turn.
He's going to attack. Ooh, a nat
It's
20.
just-
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go this cycle when it gets back around to me.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, nat 20 on that first one, which is brutal. But probably missed on the second. 17.
17 misses.
All right, so 31 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Okay. I have a reaction retaliation thing,
Okay.
which I have to roll. It's once per long rest I can use a reaction. When I take damage from a melee, I can do 3d6 cold damage.
Okay.
And that's 3 2s, so 6.
6?
Yeah, but just bursts from my armor.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, as he hits you with that vicious hit, that's probably why he swung wildly on that second one as you. So 6, yep. Gotcha.
All right.
Your turn. Or no, Bungo's turn.
So I'm gonna move 30 feet away from the dragon's mouth, which is chewing me up like a chew toy, and I am going to open up the diary and I'm going to start reading it out loud for everyone to hear the juicy parts about Kitiara and his mistress and abandoning his kid and whatever else. I'm just gonna start shouting his dirty laundry to everybody.
Okay. All right. We will get back to you when we come back around. We'll see. Lana, you're up.
Cool.
Or wait, I don't know. Now I'm out of order.
Yeah, it's yeah. I haven't had my turn yet.
Okay.
I'll just, while he's doing that, once he starts doing that, I'm just gonna start like going through the crowd and like whispering and just like starting to spread like, oh, Lord Soth sucks. Like just trying
Gotcha.
to
Yeah,
spread
I
that
gotcha.
into the crowd,
Yeah.
you know?
All right. Yeah. Give me a charisma, like a persuasion, or yeah, give me a persuasion roll with advantage because he's reading the,
Yeah,
kind
okay.
of helping you.
With advantage, it's about to be terrible because I rolled an 8 and a 2. It's still 16.
Okay. All right. You haven't really completely convinced the crowd. Like you haven't got the crowd to turn on him by any means, but you're starting
Right.
to.
Seeding corruption.
Yeah, you're starting to seed the
Yes.
sow the seed.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Alana.
Trying to figure out if my conquering presence I can impose every turn or if it's just a one time. I don't think I can ever find that out. Anyways, he's still right there in front of me, right? So I will.
Yeah, he's right in your face.
Yeah.
Vile demon, I'll send you back where you came from.
Wild demon, you say? Is it an action to holster a weapon, or is it just?
So no, you can do that for free. You can pull a weapon or a holster. I think with your free action, like one of those. But if you're gonna do both, like if you wanted to stow one and pull another one, I'm gonna say I don't know what the rule is, but I've always done bonus action to pull a different weapon. If you drop a weapon, you can pull a weapon for free.
Okay, I'm just gonna put Shadow Spawn back real quick, and then I'm going to primal savagery attack him. so my claws will lengthen more than they already are in this form. And that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And let me roll damage for this. So that is 14 acid damage.
Okay, nice. I mean, that wouldn't hurt, clearly.
And that's my turn.
Right. He is going to, so we'll go and then he'll go and then we'll do this stuff. He is going to come at you with his attack here, which is a 20 to hit.
Nope.
30 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I put these away.
They start getting loose there, Gideon.
Yeah.
20 slashing damage.
Okay. Let me see where I end up with that one. Yeah, I'd be down.
He walks over, grabs her armor right here, starts walking over towards the dragon, throws her over there. The dragon grabs her, pulls her over. You see the dragon rips the armor. Oh, it can't. It gets mad and kind of breaks the leather strappings around the armor. You can't really rend that armor, you realize, as he starts to rip Alana apart and devour her.
Ooh.
He looks over, got blood on him. He's a little burnt from the acid. He's cold, frostbite across the. Looks over at Gideon, puts his sword out into the center of the.
Yeah. With my
I'd
glaive.
like to inspire Gideon real quick.
Okay.
A little bit of a ditty. You can do it, Gideon. Put your back into it.
I'll try.
I'll give him a good game spank on his way out.
I'm gonna try message to Gideon. See if that'll work.
Is that a
cantrip?
By my logic, it will work.
Okay. I'll message to Gideon. I'll just say, just keep him occupied as long as we can. We're gonna turn the crowd.
Okay. I really don't want to get ate by a dragon either, but yeah, fucking step out. Put my
one-on-one. You've heard the terms before.
Yeah, I got no tricks except putting you down and taking your lady, which maybe I'll do again.
When you say that, then there's some rage. See some of that anger come across that they talk about. Initiative.
All right.
Roll separately this time. Yeah, so you guys don't worry about rolling initiative, but if you want to do something, just let me know, and we'll just do.
I got
I'm
11.
gonna help Bones work the crowd this time.
Yeah, we'll just do at the end of the round. We can do stuff. He actually rolled good. He rolled a 17.
Yeah, I rolled an 11. So.
Okay, so he'll go first and comes dipping and dodging, comes swinging at you. He rolled a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Cutting words.
I'm guessing I can't use shield, right? Because that's a leveled spell. Yep.
Cutting words. Reaction.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, so 16, I'm sure misses.
16 misses.
What do you yell?
No, Princess Kiria, I will not kiss you again.
Yeah, he misses. It makes him miss. 25.
That hits.
With a second, yeah.
Just so you know,
19 slashing.
19? Yeah. Yeah.
It's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna grab some of the blood and just fucking spin the glaive around. You know, measure him up for that split second before
you watched him fight Alana. He is a very, very well trained, kind of predictable but very fucking good fighter. Think of a knight, kind of but he's talented.
Limited move set, but he's a A+
But
at every single
at
move.
every
Yeah.
all 6 of
Yeah.
his moves he's got
Yeah.
total, right? Like, but they are sorry.
I'm gonna
What'd you
go
say?
in
It's your turn,
for.
but you have a bardic inspiration. Remember, he gave you bardic inspiration.
Okay, yeah, here.
Before I tell you if that hits, if you want to roll, I
Yep. I'm gonna take my 2 attacks with the glaive. Um, the first one I'm gonna use my inspiration die on. What is that, Todd? It's a D8.
D8.
All right. D8 for a 20.
20 does
Or
not
21. 19 plus
21
2.
hit.
Yes.
21
My bad.
will hit.
So that's the first one. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
My second attack is a natural 20 for a 30 on. I rolled it on D&D Beyond. So.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
All
Come in,
right.
he's got to adjust to your long reach and your different style.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do. Oh, that's massive. That's 26 points of damage. I'm gonna come up and cut him. You said there's enough where I can spin around and use the backside of my glaive as my bonus action attack.
Yeah.
Which is a 16.
16 does not hit.
And then I'm gonna be like, now that I've come around the backside, I'm gonna use my action surge and take 2 more attacks.
Tries to get his shield up as quick as he can.
Yeah, let's see here.
Determination and grit in his eyes.
The first one is a 27 to hit
Yep.
for 11 points of damage. And the second one is 29.
Woo!
Yeah, it's almost a crit, man. If I was just a different kind of fighter. For 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you fucking tore into him. He's looking hurt. He's having a hard time lifting his arm up. He's still got fight left in him. He was very impressed with how much of a beating he can take, but you have fucking hurt him. Yeah.
All
What
right,
now, punk? What now?
I'm just gonna, fucking balance myself and prepare for the next onslaught.
I'm just gonna start booing. Once he goes for his next attack, I'm gonna start booing, and I'm gonna have Memnock start booing, and I'm gonna use minor illusion to make another booing sound.
Okay.
Andy, did you use your bonus
I'll start
action?
booing too.
Yeah. You don't get action surge is just another action.
Yeah,
you don't get
your bonus extra bonus action. He already did it before. Yeah, he did it the first time. Okay, it's his turn. He's gonna come at you. He's looking hurt. 27 to hit with the first one.
27 hits. I don't have any of my cool stuff.
21.
21. All right. 21 slashing.
Comes at you again, and no. So bonus action, he is going to try to hit you with his shield again. Use that move to try to knock you down. So contested
athletics
roll. Yep. Ooh, he didn't roll great, but he has a good athletics. But 18.
23.
Yeah. So he hits you, and you just slide back a little bit. And just
stick my glaive in the
your
ground.
Shoulder into him.
Yeah.
A little bit of look of surprise on his eyes as he comes at you with his next attack. He rolled a nat 1. And it threw him off. Your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna start out with the 2 attacks. The first one is a 15. It's pinned up against the wall. I'm gonna, free myself from this. Yeah. And then I'll take my second attack, which is a 28 to hit.
Yep.
It's all or nothing right now for 13 points of damage. And then
behind the knee.
Yeah, just take the bottom of my glaive and just try to cut at his leg again. And that is a natural 1.
Okay. He's looking hurt. you see, he kind of takes a step back, reorients, and kind of gathers that second wind. And some fighters get.
That's a good point. Fuck.
And he's going to attack twice. 28 to hit with the first one,
Yeah, that
and
hits.
a nat 20 on the second.
Oh boy.
Kid you not.
Ooh.
So first one is 9, 16.
Okay.
And the second one, ooh, that started out really good for you. So I rolled 2 ones, which is just terrible. That's actually worked out really well. So 16 is on the first one, and then on the crit, 15. Actually less on the crit.
I'm down.
Drop to the ground. He walks over, grabs him, drags him over. Go ahead, Red.
Yeah, can I nonchalantly poke Bungo with the tiny wand of healing and see if it does anything?
You can try it.
All right.
You're gonna try to use the wand. Because the wand, no, it doesn't work. Because the wand allows you to cast those spells. That's actually as rules is written. So I don't think it will. And I don't think, yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck rules is written. Fuck myself. That squirrel I saw earlier.
So I
Fuck
get.
everything.
Drags him over. You see, rips his. Well, again, he can't really rip through that armor, but he kind of starts tearing pieces of meat out from underneath it as he gets devoured by the dragon.
Can I? That was unnecessary.
He looks over at Bungo. Can I get a charisma check or a persuasion roll from Bones with advantage? Again, before as you
Yeah.
expecting, looks at you. You hear Oathmaker. Step forward, warrior. We'll take him down.
Does anyone
You
have
should
any
have volunteered yourself first.
What?
Save the lives of your friends.
23.
Not that kind of fight. You hear that you've really got the crowd kind of booing or kind of turned against him, so you can tell he seems frustrated and mad. He'll take a -1 to all of his like d20 rolls, so his checks and
Nice.
his attacks and his
Nice.
things. As you turned it against him. As you step forward, as soon as you step forward, he charges with like a burst of energy, clearly trying to keep you on your heels, thinking he is about to die. But he does look hurt. But he's still got a decent amount of fight. So go ahead and roll initiative. But he definitely looks fucking. I mean, Alana did a lot to him, especially with the smite. But then Gideon came
8.
in and fucking wrecked it.
I'm gonna stop rolling fucking D&D Beyond.
He's gonna go first. He swings at you.
God.
28 to hit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his shield to try to knock you prone. So you need to make a athletics roll. He rolled a nat 20 on his athletics roll, which you can't crit on it. So he got a 30.
Hold on. I got advantage on athletics, right?
Yeah, dude.
I also rolled a nat 20 on my first roll without doing anything else.
Well, then what's your plus though? It doesn't. Yeah, what's your plus?
+6. So it's,
Yeah, so he still went. Yeah, he unfortunately wins. You do kind of surprise him, but he kind of hits you up, feints low. He kind of bend down, he hits you, and you fall back. Comes at you with the
Ooh.
second attack.
That's not a good look as a halfling.
32 to hit on the first one, or on the second one rather. I know.
yeah,
I know it's a dumb
Uh oh.
thing to say. For 11 points of damage.
buttery males. Okay.
All right, your turn.
So how does Oathmaker work in terms of the one thing that it had on there? It said once a day it can cast heal on me. Like the sword casts, or the sword does heal on me. Like is that the sword's own turn
Yeah, but
thing?
it still takes an action to do. And it is a still spell that casts, so you have a feeling that it probably wouldn't.
It would not.
Right.
Oh well, that's balls. So
Because
I'm
you got
gonna
to remember that, like, in a weird way, you're not really there. Even though you stepped in, like, just
yeah,
like when Gideon died that last time and he kind of hurt, like,
yeah.
this
I'm
isn't a
gonna
real place. You're really there, but it's not a real place, so there's just
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to use my bonus action to lay hands on myself. Heal for 5 points.
I'll let it go. Lay hands is different than casting a spell. Yeah.
Come on down,
Correct.
bro.
Yep. So,
And then I'm going to use my motion to spring up to my feet.
Ah!
And I'm gonna come with Oathmaker. I gotta bring it once for all the
Yeah,
All the boys
baby.
and girls.
giggles here.
Smack this bitch. Then I'm gonna
Oh,
start a chant. Smack this bitch.
so
Smack
this is
this bitch.
True Strike
Okay.
cantrip.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
15 on die plus 10 for 25.
That hit.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so we got 2d6 plus 7 coming at you for the sword, and then with True Strike, it's an additional 1d6 plus 3, all radiant. So 3d6 plus 10 coming at you. 3, 3, 1. So it's 17.
He is staggering, just literally. You won't take me down. She'll be mine. Blood's pouring out of his mouth. He's got a cut across his eye. Other eyes bulging from like a headbutt that he got earlier. You know, just to beat the fuck up. Go ahead, Ren.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
I'm just gonna refresh my was it insightful fighting when we get a chance? Doesn't even have to be
Deception.
now.
He rolled a 19 for his deception.
All right.
Total.
37 insight.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
super low. 13. So I lost it.
Yeah.
Well, unless the first one stays up until the end, but like at this point, I'm counting 7 to 9 rounds, so it's gonna drop at any point now.
So it's his turn. He rolled a 25 to hit on the first one and a nat 1 on the second.
Ooh, nice.
Well, God bless that nat 1. Let's see what happens with 25. My AC 16. So,
Yeah, 15 damage.
oh, I'm down.
Oh,
His daggers just can barely even pull Bungo's.
I'm gonna
That damn dragon.
step forward.
That
I'm gonna
dragon
step forward.
Rolls him over there.
All
Looks over at Kitty R. I've done it.
We
You got this, Bones. You got this.
You guys
Good
failed
kid,
to say
Bones.
that
Don't
you would
worry.
step up. He asked you. You had your moment. You had your chance. He literally has no hit
No,
points
we're
left.
we're stepping up.
Yeah, you can't now. Yeah, you've had your you
Yeah.
had your
won.
moment as he looks
I
over
won.
at Kiara, looks down at her and throws her scarf to him. As
Oh, I
she
want that woman.
She's kind of getting pulled back by the people, and as they're all excited and stuff, he catches her thing as Bones is getting, or as Bungo is getting ripped apart by the dragon. As all of a sudden you guys are just, hurled back on your back, slide into the floor. Ah, oh, hurt as hell. Kind of aching. All of your wounds are gone, but I need everyone who died to roll 1d6 for me.
Oh boy.
My coward
3.
I got a 2.
ruined it.
5.
So sorry. Let me write that down so I don't get them mixed up.
You lose 5 points.
Gideon, what'd you roll?
3.
Okay.
2.
2.
I'm the winner.
Bless
Now you roll a 5, Todd. Good job.
That was
Okay.
one.
So Gideon, you lose a point of charisma.
Oh boy.
You rolled a
You
2.
didn't need that anyways.
No,
You rolled a 2.
I did. Alana did.
You lose a point of intelligence. And
Wasn't much there to
Bungo
work with
loses
anyway.
a point of wisdom.
Okay, could be worse. You guys don't really
Phew.
need those.
As you're
I just-
reeled
yeah,
from like
no.
the sensation, you take a mental, wallop. You see Kardak
Wallop.
standing at you. He's a mighty warrior. You almost had him. I believe he was still standing.
All right, team. We've
He
figured
would've-
this out. We've worked this up. Let's do it again.
He
Reset.
wins the.
Do it again.
Run it.
If he
Run
wins,
Run it
he
back.
wins her hand. Kitiara gives him his scarf, then
Um,
successful.
I could go a little harder.
yeah.
All right. From the top.
What if
Places.
we just killed Kitiara?
Wow.
I mean,
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get close. I was going to punch
Can-
him.
I don't know. I just needed to put an idea out there.
fellas,
It's a fair
listen.
idea.
Can anyone speak Draconic?
Yeah. Even a dragon could probably speak our language, right?
I
I
believe
think
it's
they can
both
speak
broken
common.
common.
It looks pretty young.
Which is
Like you guys
the
don't know much about
worst
dragons,
kind of
but
common.
it wasn't gargantuan. Like it was big, clearly like a monster. You know, it's a dragon, but it was a young adult at best. You know,
Is
it
Kitiara armored? Or is she
yeah.
just like...
Yes, she had her blue armor on, but she had her blue armor on.
She's like a real one. She's not just some lady.
Yeah, I don't even like that from an ethical point of view, and that's me talking.
All right.
look,
so
I
what are
get
we
it.
doing?
No bad
I'm
ideas.
gonna go
What?
again.
How useful would getting rid of the dragon be?
I mean, we
Don't-
could go talk to her,
We
but
have
I mean, that's-
resources for it.
But I don't think the dragon's the point of it if we just
No.
kill this guy.
Yeah, but I don't
No,
know,
look,
just
we had some
think of
important
everything we
things.
have.
We
Because I could get the
no,
dragon
we
out of
didn't. No, we didn't give everything we had though. If we go in straight, we know what we're getting into again. Obviously, this time Bones and I will step up, and hopefully it doesn't come to that. However, Bones, you and I, tag team, working up this crowd. Bungo, you do something similar. Keep fresh with your reactionary
Yeah.
songs, and then don't be afraid to burn time out on the field.
Yeah, it's real hard when you're getting a fucking sword shoved in your face.
Yeah, 'cause you
Just
felt
saying,
all of it.
Ren.
You guys felt everything. That's
I
Yeah.
say Ren goes first. Ren, go get him.
I mean, I think I might be more valuable in the first few stages of antagonizing the crowd. But that said, knowing that I'm going out there to die, I might be able to try a few things. It's not gonna put damage on like any of you guys. It's only gonna buy time.
I did notice, if I may,
Hmm.
acid seemed to hurt.
Yeah, fucking sucks.
Well, opposed to like actually hitting him with a weapon. Just something I observed.
I seemed unable to use most of my magic.
Yeah.
So
I noticed. that.
although, hold on. Give me a
Everyone remember
moment.
to take a long rest to refresh your stuff.
I don't have any acid on me.
It's a shame.
I might have something.
I think I burned through it earlier when I
If
was like doing a
you- Kurdos,
walkabout.
If you plan to fight him, you should all understand the risks, and all of you should line up. Now, your guys' strategy, he's powerful. I don't know if any one of you could kill it. Caradoc says it could be.
Hey, Caradoc, these after effects from coming out of the scenario here where we died and then we get, roughed up. Do you think that'll get better with time?
No, but I think that if someone were to break the memory or the fantasy, if you had died in that fantasy by then, I don't think you would suffer the effects. If I'm my
Okay.
understanding of the working, so that is a benefit. As long as you guys are successful, then none of you would.
I got it though, and I died, and we were successful.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
By my logic, then nope. It is just brutal if you die in these memories. They are.
Perhaps if once we break him from all of them.
Maybe, baby.
Is
It's worth a shot.
DM question.
Yep.
Is the stat change permanent or temporary?
Yep. So there is a punishment or a downside of for not punishment, but you know what I mean, like a negative thing that happens when you don't die, but your mind does take a hit from it.
Okay.
So he's
I
like,
could
yeah. So some of you may have to sacrifice again. That's what you're willing to do, or break it fantasy some other way.
We're so close. We
What if we
honestly
run in and kill
even
the old guy? We'll kill the old knight the other night.
I don't think that would.
think we could make it there in time.
No.
We're close enough.
No.
Paradox
not-
he does tell you that he thinks that if you if you help anybody, then you'll lose because it's supposed to be one-on-one, so it doesn't matter then at that point what happens. No longer the honor's not there. He also thinks that you have to, so you can't gang up on Soth in his own fantasy, basically. So you either have to fight him down, which is doable, or he does say if Kitiara is taken out, that would also, I'm sure, break the fantasy.
It's fucking
Yeah, but
hard.
there's also the matter of a blue dragon.
Yeah, I think that fighting Soth, if we all come together, take
I
our
think we
turns.
were close.
I mean, I don't know if I can hit as hard as I did last time, but I'll try. I'll try, and I'll be a little bit smarter next time because he used one of my own tricks on me.
I think I should still go in the middle
Yeah,
because of the reactions, because of the cutting words.
Mhm.
Agreed. Keep the heavy hitters going a little bit faster, further, longer.
So your guys' plan is to go back through and you're going to set up this time, be more prepared, and fight
Yeah.
him. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
I have a
Well,
DM
sound
question / party question, depending on what the DM says. It's just a rules question. There's a familiar called the Fractal Mascot. It's from
It's got a minor league hockey.
It's from the Harry Potter one.
yeah, what's that? What's that D&D
When it got all into colleges.
Strixhaven. It's from the Strixhaven expansion.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip?
No, it's a find familiar creature type option.
Gotcha. Well, your find familiar is not working right now.
Right, it's just Memnock, right?
No, you don't have. You shouldn't have any spell, anything that a spell.
Did we go back in?
Oh,
No.
at this point, yes, sure, you have him, but
okay, yeah.
I'm saying in the fantasy.
Oh, I didn't have Memnock at all.
No, you shouldn't have had that.
Oh, okay. So no, never mind then. Let's go.
What about your orb?
I didn't try it. I'm assuming no.
What?
It lets me
match?
cast
Yeah.
spells, so.
This is calling a dragon in. Cast a spell.
I don't think that's casting a spell. It's just using the magic item. But
what would happen? What can you do with that orb?
I could call the dragon to me. It would have to come. I don't think it has a choice.
Sounds dangerous.
Well,
Yeah.
I would certainly die.
I'm just saying.
Kill Kitiara.
I think that's the harder of the options, though.
Okay.
Even if we all pile on, I do think it might be the harder of the options.
Yeah, and she has a
I
dragon.
I think in order to do that, one of us is fighting Soth.
Yeah.
The rest of us are trying to kill her and keep a dragon away.
Yeah.
If I'm calling the dragon away, that means we're going through and I'm sprinting in a direction as far away as I can and calling it, and then trying to keep it preoccupied
While the four of us
until I die.
Well, that leaves one of us fighting Soth and three of us
Yeah.
You're
Fighting
going
Yara.
after her.
And we're
right?
gonna get 2 or 3 turns. That's it. This guy's
Before
good.
I'm gone.
Agreed.
And before
Agreed.
I'm gone.
Well agreed.
I mean, you might get one turn where
That's fine.
I'm
Maybe that's all we. We had him good. We had him good.
What's
If
your
you,
We were very close.
yeah,
You guys come up
I
with
think we were very close. I say we pour it on with
I
more
think
emphasis. And
I do think
Alana, would this be? I imagine you have better weapons than me, but would this be of any value to you? It's the Sunblade. It's D8 plus. Oops, sorry. D8 plus 3 plus rad. It's finesse or versatile. So you
No,
could 1d10 it if you, I don't know, but I imagine you have better tools.
Shadow Spawn is basically the same thing.
And not so soul crushingly thematic breaking. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to it then.
What's your
That's
guys'
all I
strategy?
got.
You guys going in to line them up?
Yeah.
Line up
Yeah.
against him?
yes,
I think that's the plan. Although this time, let's quick foot it. We already know we're gonna rip through a what you're gonna make the banner bones. We're gonna just
okay,
try to make our way. You know.
yeah,
You guys
And-
step through the familiar mirror and go through the familiar. It plays out exactly the same as he defeats the knight, drags him over, and then they point to you as you approach. He goes through the same spiel. He speaks of destroying, killing each and every one of you if he needs to in order. Who will be first?
I'll go first again.
yeah.
Mm.
Who's second? Who's the next dead body?
I'll take your girl again.
Looks down at Bungo. You look stout. Big sword. Can you swing it?
Live long enough, you'll be able to find out.
Number 3 then. Looks at Ren, and with that same look of like, this guy's not gonna.
I'm gonna glance at Bodes. You, me, me.
I'll go 4.
Phew.
What you? Looks at Ren again.
I'm gonna try to maintain eye contact this time, but yeah, if you make it
Lana.
that long, you will die by my weapon. One of my weapons will kill you.
He just ignores you as he walks off. More concerned with the.
Guys, is it getting hot in here?
Alana, what'd you roll for initiative?
This time.
You rolled a 21, surprisingly
Oh,
enough.
that was way better than me. I got a 3.
So he's gonna come swinging in at you. You rolled a 30 to hit you on the first one. He's coming out swinging. 12 points of slashing. He then swings around in like a full spin. All of his wounds are healed, yeah, by the way. As he spins with his shield to try to knock you down. Go ahead and make a. You rolled a 15 total. Athletics roll.
Okay, athletics. I have a 15 as well.
Reroll, I guess. Or no, if you make it, you're good. That's
Yeah.
how. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You make it, you save. Yeah. So he catches you, but you're just able to slide back enough. Use your tail to catch you, keep you from getting knocked down.
Mm.
As he comes with his second attack and rolled a 21 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Okay. Ooh. 22.
Okay.
All right, you are up.
All right, so that is damage and this. Cool. I will. I'll do a vicious mockery. He needs
Okay,
to
that's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip with save.
He rolled a 3 on die, so I'm sure he failed.
Cool. I'll say, the kind of man you are isn't the one a woman needs. And I gotta roll for that. And he also has disadvantage on skills for next turn.
He growls at you, almost guttural.
Yeah, so that is a 8 psychic damage.
He takes it. He reels from it.
Awesome. And then I'm checking something else real quick. All right, that's my turn.
Sorry?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can I try to throw out a insightful fighting?
Yep. Rolled a 23 on his deception.
Ooh, come on.
Ooh, Baki beat me.
Damn.
Okay. He's going to attack Anna. He misses with the first one. He's going to try to shoulder shield bash you, but he has disadvantage on this, correct?
It would be
Skills or abilities or what?
Hold on. His disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Oh, okay. Then either way, he rolled. He actually missed with both attacks.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, you got to do your contested thing first. He rolled a 13
Yeah.
total.
So let me roll for
And I
that.
rolled without. I said.
I got a 2, no matter what. That's
So he knocks you down. That means he does get advantage on that second attack, which gives him a 24 to hit.
that hits.
Yeah, I want to try the
Cutting words.
cutting one too.
Go ahead and roll.
Nice.
Why am I rolling a d20? that would help. Come on, fucker. 2. I needed a 3, right? That is a 2.
He rolled a 22, so that means a 20, or he rolled a 24. What did he roll? 12 plus 12 is 24. Yeah.
Damn. Close.
So 22. Yeah, 22 still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so damage is 19. Or no, I'm sorry, 14.
Okay, 14.
It's your turn.
Cool, my turn. I will get up. And I will take my action to lay on hands myself and dump my whole pool.
Okay.
I will also
Isn't that bonus action?
No, it's a full action according to rules as written.
Fuck.
I will take my bonus action to change into dread form. And
ripping out.
yep. I forgot to add something for that. Okay, and that's my turn.
My lay on hand says it's a bonus action.
My laying hand says it's an action.
Are you using the new rules? Because we should be using the old rules. So maybe
Mine says free
it
rules.
might automatically do it.
I think you're probably using the new rules, Todd.
Yeah, because I made sure to use the 2014 rules.
All right, he's going to come. He misses.
We'll figure it out after.
Yep.
And he's going to attack and roll a 31, dirty 31 on
Okay.
the second. He rolled shitty damage for 9 damage.
Okay. Reaction from my armor to do 3d6 cold damage. That is 9 cold damage.
Okay.
All right. And what was the damage to me again?
9.
9. Okay.
9. Yep.
So I want to make sure I get that right.
And I believe it's your turn.
Perfect. have to juggle a bunch of temporary hit points. Okay, and then I will do my channel divinity, and he needs to do. Is it a whiz?
19 total.
Again.
Gideon yells and hit him! Hit him!
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Man, I don't have much for other bonus action stuff. I'm gonna try and quickly disengage and skirt around.
It takes an action to disengage, but you could step 5 feet. Like he could be 10 feet away from him at the max.
Yeah.
But it does take an action to disengage.
That's okay.
I don't know where do you have an action?
Yeah, I used it for. Yeah, so don't worry. Okay. No, never mind. I just wanted to see if I could add some movement to that and get a little space, but that's okay. All right, that's my turn.
Coming at you.
I don't know when we go, but I think I want to start trying to get the crowd like against.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma.
Okay.
He misses with his first attack, Alana.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah. He's gonna try to knock you over with his shield.
Okay.
So I need a contested. Which he rolled a 13. So.
I rolled a 12.
Only 13.
Okay, so you get knocked over, unfortunately. But he's gonna take advantage on that next attack then.
I don't have proficiency with athletics, so.
Damn.
21 to hit.
That is my armor class.
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Okay, it automatically will succeed then. So as you shout something,
Nice.
you know, some insult or whatever you shout, cuts that attack away as he misses. And then he's going to go into his surge of action and take advantage of his having you on the ground. 21 to hit on this one as well.
Again, that's my AC.
And then 27 to hit on the second.
That'll hit.
15 on the first. And 16 on the second. So for a total of 30.
And okay.
It's your turn, or unless you guys are. What'd you roll on your persuasion?
There's only a 13. I think Ren wanted to do something though.
Right?
Yeah, I want to try insightful fighting again.
Okay.
And just because of. Oh, so did I.
Nice.
So it's 28.
Okay. Well, yeah, he rolled a 19.
But that's just for me.
28 wins. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try to keep track of rounds, but obviously I'm gonna try to up it again. Fuck, there was one more thing. Oh well.
Okay, Alana.
All right, I'm gonna hit.
Go for it.
And I'm rolling. That's not gonna work. That was a 14 to hit.
That will not do it.
Yep. And I don't have anything else for bonuses. Right.
Okay. He's going to attack with a 29 to hit with his first attack.
Mhm.
Okay. For 13 points of damage.
13. Okay.
And he rolled a 21 to hit with the second.
One is my AC.
Okay. So 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
How's a lot of looking?
Just hurt.
Time out.
Right. Oh, what's the word? There's a word that they use in duels to I forget what it's called. They used it in the second Narnia movie. Anyways, she goes to hit. It's a 21. Or no, 16. It's a 23. Sorry, I miscounted.
Yep, that hit.
All right, let me roll. I'm also going to pump a Divine Smite level 2.
That's might in.
And so I will do this.
Beating your dirty smite.
I mean, there's something in there. Okay. So that was 11. It's 24 total.
Oh, so he was caught off guard by that one. That one definitely caught him off guard as you.
And I
Smite.
forgot one thing, the necrotic additional to that from the sword. I think this is 1d6, which is 4.
Okay. Yeah, that hurt him.
All
yeah,
right.
dude. Hell yes.
Okay. It's his turn. He rolled a 28 to hit with the first one.
Okay.
Do 16 points of damage.
Oh, he also needs to do a wit save to see if he's afraid of
Oh.
me when I hit him.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He rolled a 16.
That has to make. Hold on. He made it. He needed to make a 15. So.
Okay. And if he's gonna use a shield to try to knock you down, so he rolled a 15.
I rolled a 18 is what I rolled for strength.
You're good then. And to hit, he rolled a 23.
Okay.
So he did 23 points of damage.
That's gonna get me.
Runs you through. He turns and kicks her over to the dragon as it
Ugh.
slides over there. Reaches out with his claw, pulls in it.
I hop out this time and meet him in the center and don't wait for him to summon me.
He kind of turns, puts a shield up immediately as you come running into the. And was like, "Ah!" Roll initiative. I rolled shit, so tell me what
I
you rolled.
rolled a 2. I rolled a
rolled a 2.
natural 1.
Oh, so he rolled a 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. So he comes in. As you coming in quick, he ducks and comes on the offensive quicker than you expected. Rolled a 30 to hit with dirty 30 on the first one
Yep.
for 12 points of damage, and then he's
Okay.
going to try to knock you over with his shield attack.
All right.
So athletics roll, he rolled a 16 actually, which is
I rolled a 14.
so you get knocked over. He steps on your foot and hits you, and you kind of fall back as he comes in with his next attack. 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
I'll use the
Cutting words.
cutting words.
Go for it. Roll your D, whatever it is.
Your D's good?
D's, yeah, roll these D.
Wait, was it 22? Was it
Yeah,
22?
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I fucked that up. I already rolled it, though.
Would,
What'd you roll?
I was going off Alana's AC.
Yeah, 22 would have hit him, I think. Right?
yeah, 22
You
hits
were
me.
hit. Yeah, I
What'd you
know, but
roll?
I can't really help you. It was a waste. So I
Would-
rolled a 2,
Oh,
a
yeah.
20. Yeah, I would have waited until it was a 19 or a 20.
What's your
Yeah.
AC?
Mine AC's 19.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, so then he hits, yeah.
Yeah, he
The
hits.
second one, right? So 14.
14. Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. All right. I'm going to stand up, overhand, bring that glaive down on him. Let me just get my thing. I'll do it on D&D Beyond again. That's a 22 to hit on the first attack
Hit.
for 9 points of damage. The second attack is a 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, bonus action attack is going to be another 22. And that's a D. So that's 10 points on that. And then I'm going to I'm gonna do the same move. I want this, like I'm getting good at this dance.
Yeah, anticipating. It's like the edge or was it Edge of Tomorrow or whatever it is.
I'll take
He's
my
Yeah.
coming back getting.
Yeah.
I'll take my action surge and go for 2 more attacks.
Yeah. Fuck him
The
up.
fucking 18 and another 22.
22 hits.
Okay, and that's for 15 points of damage.
Putting a hurting on him. Yeah. Takes a deep. Or are you finished?
Yeah, that's all.
Takes a deep breath and says, "You'll pay for that." He's gonna use his bonus action to get his second one.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Used that.
Okay. Oop, why'd that go all the way down? Okay. And then he's gonna attack. Nat 20.
Oh. Rolls are on your side this time.
21 slashing.
21.
And then he rolled a 22 to hit with his second attack.
That hits.
Boo!
For 17 points of damage.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to use my bonus action to regain some hit points. It's
Plus your level.
yeah, so I rolled 10 plus 8. So 18.
Yeah, that's huge.
Fucking huge. And then attack.
These guys, you see
Come
these
on.
two warriors really going at it, and they're beating the hell out of each other. Like you're not only impressed with their fighting power.
I feel like
but
the
their
crowd
ability
at this point gets like quiet, like,
Oh,
oh
you know that
shit.
you know that meme where it's that kid who's like, and everyone loses
Yeah.
their mind behind him. I don't know, he's like rapping or
Yeah.
something, but that meme is what I picture. Yeah, just everyone's like, oh,
I rolled a 21 to hit on the first attack
that hits.
for 16 points of damage. And I rolled a 24 on the second attack for 11 points of damage.
He is hurt. And you are beating the hell out of him. He's stronger than you look. Kitty R is mine. Action.
All right.
He misses with the first attack. Tries to knock you over with his shield, so you need to make a. You roll pretty shitty for him. 15.
Athletics. Fuck. 13.
He knocks you down. You're gonna take advantage of that advantage, and it actually does help him because he would have missed with the first, but rolls a 28. The
That hits.
And he does 19 points of damage.
Oh, I think that second win just saved my ass.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
many times are you gonna get back up? He says.
Yeah, I don't even dodge. Like I just get up and stand right in front of him and 2 more attacks. A 29 to hit for 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next one is it's 17 to hit.
Misses.
And then bonus action,
Oh yeah.
a 12. Fuck.
This ends now. He comes. I rolled a nat 1 on the first one. You catch him in the face with a jab. He's like, oh.
We want to be working the crowd too.
Tries to knock you over with his shield, so he rolled
Oh.
a 19.
Athletics. I rolled a
crowd
27.
Yeah, we're
So
still
he does
crowd working.
do that, and-
Rolled a natural 20.
Yep, I swear to God.
Yeah,
These dice
that's.
are hot tonight.
Oh my god.
I only have 3 hit points. So.
Okay, yep. Stabs you through the throat. Catches you off guard.
Boo!
Takes you over and he sees like, who's next? Still got a fight left in me. Little man, step out. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Can we just talk about this?
Yeah, with
We're
swords.
Work the crowd.
Sorry.
Oathmaker, you're gonna have to do something special here, boss.
Swing me true, mighty.
Fuck you guys. I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, so he's gonna go first. He rolled a 29 to hit on the first one, coming out swinging.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not great. I mean, 12 points of slashing. And then he's going to try to knock you over with his
No heat in.
shield bash. And he rolled a 11. He rolled terrible.
Lennox. 112.
Just barely catch yourself. He's like, stronger than you look. Comes at you with his next attack and rolls a 25 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
12 damage again. Stand strong. Move! You're too slow on your feet. Hero maker. Swing me.
If I'm still doing crowd work, I got a 24 persuasion.
Okay, yeah, you've definitely started to get them on their side. Swing me and I will strike true. Swear it.
Okay, so
Bruce,
potions here is
Oh yeah, potions.
a bonus action. Or
No, it's an action unless you already had one prepped with a previous bonus action or have that belt that one of you should have, but nobody
No, I
seems
don't.
too excited.
All right, Oathmaker coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Who has that?
Give me a 22.
22 hits.
Oh baby. Okay, so
Oathmaker. I'm chanting for his weapon, not for Bungo.
okay, so 3d6 plus 10, radiant. All right, 23 points of damage.
Yeah, as that radiant energy rips through him, you feel that thing just swing so light in your hands for how big it is. How much? 20? How much? 20.
23.
Gotcha. He is hurt. He's fucking beat up.
While this is happening, can I just be rotating around so I'm close to Gideon's body? And I want to look and see if I can spot the haste potion that I gave him.
No, he's been thoroughly devoured.
He's been devoured? Okay.
Yeah, everything that he had that can be eaten has been eaten, and anything else.
I gave that to you, right? Because I gave it to you for when we get done with all these.
And I did, and I took
Definitely
it the
would've
last
been
one, and I
time.
didn't think about it
Yeah,
regenerating.
I know I didn't either.
So they're going to. Is it his turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm swinging. Ooh, 19.
That hits. Yeah. It's squishy.
Okay. 12.
Auto 12.
He's gonna try and knock you over. He rolled a 13. Not great. Again.
Come on. And no. Gotta come harder than that. 22. Get back. See if it helps this time.
17 to hit.
Bungo.
Race is
Bungo.
a
Cutting
Yeah,
words
we're
left?
shouting Bungo.
Cutting
words?
words left?
No.
Damn.
Okay.
I used 2 on Alana and 1 on
13
Gideon.
slashing.
Oh. That's not
his
sticking
turn.
with our team of 12.
I have something else I want to do when I can. Just tell me.
No.
Your
Yeah?
turn, Bungo. What are you gonna
Can
do?
he do
Oh, it's alright. I just said I want to do something when I can.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I just want to throw the potion of greater healing at Bungo that I have.
It just shatters on him.
it?
Right? I mean, unless you're yelling, "Hey, I'm throwing a potion." Yeah, it knocks him out. No. I mean, he's in the middle of fighting, so
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
if you want to yell, "Hey, here's a potion," or "Hey, here,"
Yeah, I'll try and get his attention first. Bungo!
Think fast.
Right before you can throw it, someone grabs your arm and they say, "Hey, no helping," and he lets go. So you could throw it if you want. Still, like he lets go, he doesn't hold you or anything.
Alright, I'll stop.
I want to attack with Oathmaker.
Come on.
Okay.
That was fucked up. So that was a nat 1, but the dice on D&D Beyond didn't shoot across the screen like normal. It just fucking bounced off the bottom. Fucked up, man. All right. I'm
Blame
dead.
the bottom of the screen. Damien, can I just look around? Are there any Is there like loose armor, weaponry, or shield anywhere lying about
We'll do a percentage.
on the field or not?
Let's say 50-50 there's a shield. Under 50 there is. Yeah, 42. There's a dented, beat up shield, but it's there. And you can grab it. So,
We'll grab that shit shield.
28 to hit, Bungo.
Ooh.
I did.
24.
Down.
Throws the body over. Looks over at Bones.
I'll step forward, and I'm gonna take out my sword, and I'll like unsheath it slowly, and like I want to make sure he really gets a good look at it because it is a sword of the White Rose.
There's that. Roll initiative. You're rolling that 21. Initiative. I'm rolling.
Oh my God, really?
23.
You know what's
11.
fucked up? It's like we're gonna like burn ourselves on these mirrors.
You guys are all like dumb and
The actual
Yeah.
sword battle's gonna be a piece of cake
like
because it's going
feeble-minded
on
by
now.
the time it's all over. No, he goes first. He actually
Mhm.
rolled a 17 to hit. Sorry, 17.
That's a miss.
Okay, he's gonna try to shield bash you. Best roll. He rolled a 21.
I literally can't beat that, so
Got a negative on it.
I have a -1.
Yeah. All right. So he knocks you to the ground before coming at you with
This is not my
advantage
strong
attack,
suit,
which is
guys.
a dirty or no, 29.
That hits.
Ooh.
And
I might be dead.
12 points of damage.
Okay, I'm
Nice.
alive.
Can I refresh my uncanny
Yeah.
fighting? Or
Yep. He rolled a 23
motherfucker! All right, give me a
You
sec.
got this. You got this.
plus 9.
I should have this.
You should.
Oh yeah. No, 17.
Bones,
Fucking,
you're
I
up.
rolled an 8.
You're
Ah,
on the ground.
okay.
I don't like
I'll stand up. I'm gonna swing. I guess.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hit.
Where's my D8? I don't have a D8. D8. Shit roll. 8 points of slashing damage. And we determined spells from weapons don't work, right?
Right. Why?
Yeah.
What is it?
I have a where I can
Entangle?
cast like an entangle thing. Yeah.
Entanglewood.
Yeah, I figured not.
Okay. It hurt
okay,
him.
that's
He's like,
that.
he stumbled back. You can tell he's getting a little dizzy. Like he is blood pouring out of a few wounds. Like he's hurt. Anything else?
Bonus action. Can I Hexblades curse him? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm a magic character, guys.
Yeah. It's a tough
Yeah,
mirror
yeah.
for a magic character.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Then.
he's gonna swing at you. Roll a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
He does not.
Cutting words.
Okay.
No.
You don't have to
No.
use words. I was like, wait. 17 points of damage.
I'm just mimicking.
I'm down.
Okay. He just picks it up and hurls Bones' body over there. He looks over. He actually is looking the wrong direction for a second before he turns and sees Ren, and he's like,
I have
Jumping
effectively 28
already.
hit points, so.
yeah. Oh, it's a rough one.
Yeah.
But you did. You hit him, and that may make the difference here. We'll
that
see.
might be the difference.
For real. As you step forward, he comes running at you. What'd you roll for initiative?
Come on. 22.
You go first.
Yes.
Thank goodness. How much area are we working with?
None
Only
really.
20
Like,
foot.
yeah, total. Like it's 10-foot radius. So, and he's right in your face. So you can always move back 5 feet or to the side 5 feet, kind of. But unless he's all the way away from you, they're going to be within.
Oh Jesus! Fuck! Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Oh shit!
Insightful fighting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Gotcha. Hey, I rolled a 14.
Hey, wait, didn't you already
Oh,
have it?
thank God.
Or had
No,
you
he
not
failed. Or
gotten it? Oh, he failed it. That's right.
Yeah,
Because
he
you
failed.
rolled crazy.
Yeah, I failed it last time, and chances are this is right around when it would have expired.
Roll a 14.
I'm sorry. Oh, thank God. All right, 15.
Okay, go ahead. You have you have advantage on attack, so you could get a sneak attack if you hit him.
Bonus action. Light up my
Yep.
my saber of light and swing like
With advantage.
motherfucker mad at this. We're gonna do this.
This is like the most.
17. Oh God, fuck! I think I missed. That was 17 with advantage.
Oh, it misses. That was a big miss.
You got this. You got this. You can survive.
All right. No, it's all my shit. It's his turn now.
Okay. He's gonna swing with a 19 to hit.
Fuck. AC's 18.
Okay, so he
Uncanny
does.
dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
So he does 19 points of damage.
So that's
Is that halved already, or do I have it?
No, half would be.
8,
You would only take 9 points of damage.
9. Yeah, that's right, 9. Just round
And then
up.
he's gonna try to knock you over with a shield attack, and he rolled a 20, a dirty 20, to do that with athletics.
Come on.
Did you say acrobatics?
No, I did not.
Sure.
Are you sure? Oh! Oh, thank motherfucking God. Nat 20 for
Hell yeah.
even 20.
So you guys, yeah, you barely you had to roll a nat 20 to beat him on that.
Yes.
Oh
You-
my
You
fucking
slide
God.
back a little bit as he just barely. He looks surprised, like Thanos when he's got
Yeah.
Captain America's hand. You know where he's like surprised.
oh.
That he's,
Hey,
but he did
I'm
roll a
also
28 to
surprised.
hit
I'm like,
on his second attack without the advantage. So sorry
yeah,
to-
well, that's probably gonna do it.
15.
Uncanny dodge. Wait, no, I used my reaction.
Yeah. So 15,
Okay. Okay.
and it's your turn.
You got this.
All right. Naturally, insightful fighting.
Don't you already have that?
Wait.
Don't you keep, yeah.
I already got that up. Never mind. Naturally, I'm gonna fucking attack with advantage. How do I do this? Roll.
As one does, I will
25.
attack it.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Yes. Sneak attack.
Big moment.
You attack with a whip.
All right. So, oh, wait a minute. I gotta double that one. So 16 plus 7. God damn it! I'm too slow with this.
You're good.
16, 7. All right, and then sneak attack with crit. No, not with crit. All right, what'd you get? What'd you get? 14. 22.
As he comes over and swings, you see he's gonna do that spinning move with his shield again, and you recognize it as you duck underneath it and come up right underneath. You catch him in his throat.
Oh.
As he falls back. And as he does, you kind of look over.
Yes. Let's go.
You see, you kind of look over at Kitty Yara. She's standing there, looking a bit surprised.
Before we fade out, I want to point right at her and be like, "You're mine."
She throws her scarf to you. And as soon as you catch it, you guys feel the shattering sensation again as the ground rips open, and you guys the mirror shatters and you're ejected. I honestly thought I was waiting. I was like, I thought you know what would have been badass, Ren, is if you'd have been like, I grab him by his armor and drag him over to the dragon. Get ripped apart.
Honestly, dude.
But we'll
I don't
take
think
No,
we'll take our
it
break
makes
there,
sense though,
you guys.
because Ren
Okay.
probably couldn't carry him.
Yeah, he's probably too tired to beat up.
Yeah.
We
was.
all died.
I would be talking
except
so
for
much
you.
shit and be like, "Yep, handily."
Yeah, yeah. Shoot him once.
You know how
Vocals
it's
are
gonna
up,
play out.
screens
go.
on, we're good to go.
That's there, baby.
As you guys awaken, or not awaken, but get your bearings after being um,
Dead.
exited. Though you've gotten better at exiting, you're all on your feet. Kind of anticipate it now. Is that fracturing, kind of shattering sound of glass before you're, just in that room. You saw Soft moving around, though he's still walking through objects. So that definitely tells you that he's still intangible. Is that the word? Doesn't sound
Yep.
right.
Intangible.
It's a weird word, man.
You got it.
Not tangible. So he's intangible. Isn't that weird? It wouldn't be untangible.
Or non-tangible?
Yeah, could be either.
Contra-tangible?
Let's switch. Let's switch
So
back to Old
he
English.
points over to the last mirror. Says, "Getting close." He says,
Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna address the group, but if he has something to say,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll shut his mouth. Ren and I were thinking. We've been sort of communicating. Every time we go in these mirrors, something happens, a series of events happen, and then if we don't do anything, we're shunted out. So our suggestion is we take this last mirror, and with our first trip, we just observe. We don't know what our status is going to be when we get out of this last mirror, nor what his is going to be, and I'll look towards Soth. So I'm suggesting, and I think Ren is too, we take a extremely cautious approach to this last mirror. Take the first trip and just observe. Don't affect anything. Just see how it plays out so we know what people are and what they're doing.
And then, of course, when we go through the second time, we exploit what we've learned, and then, I don't know, prepare for the shit fest that happens when we return, because I'm very concerned that the intangible Soth may become more tangible, and then we might have to deal with that tangibility.
You guys peer into the last mirror. You see the rooftop of a shattered temple. Its walls stained by soot and its columns jagged stumps. Just beyond the edges of the rooftop, vaguely humanoid spirits swirl in a ghostly dance. You can hear their agonized cries. You guys hear Caradoc. The underworld. He's, in his memory, travels to the land of the dead and reclaims Kitiara's soul for himself. That's not how it happened. He sent me. And I found her. Hid her in an ambulance. Spirit. She was lost to us. Tried to use it as a bargaining chip with Soth. His rage is why he broke my neck. In this fantasy, he's the one who goes and travels, braves the underworld to find his love. That is not how it played off. The fantasy is that he saves Kitiara's soul.
Can you tell us how to?
In what manner?
He's just finding it. He has that amulet.
Can you tell us where to find it so we can
find it. Yeah.
get it before? Do you know?
That would certainly, but yeah, that would certainly probably spoil his fantasy.
Can I ask, whose side are you on? Like, are you rooting for us? It feels like you are.
I despise Soth.
So, like, say we wrap this all up, and we succeed on this final memory. What do you think happens next to, intangible Soth here? Are we going to have to deal with that?
Well, yeah, of course.
In that event, which seems quite certain.
Oh, I can't do anything. I'm a shadow of a thought. A shadow of a thought.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you for reading my next question. That was good. You know what I mean?
Scared
Game
Dog
recognized
looking
game.
around.
So we just
Scared
have
Dog
to.
says, when you're prepared, you can step through. You can finally perhaps figure this out.
Okay, before we go in, game plan for when we leave. Meaning, when we leave after we've completed it, and Soth is awoken. What's the plan? I think democracy should be plan A. I don't think we'd want to fight him if we don't have to. But plan B,
Dictatorship.
plan B, Gideon, I think you drink that potion.
Yeah.
I'll need to get away. I'm vulnerable with this orb.
Hopefully Bungo's, quick on the trigger and can commit some war crimes before any of us get into the danger zone. However, how big's this fucking room again?
Big room.
Big room? I mean, you could probably isolate, right? I don't know. Either way, I got evasion. I don't care about the rest of you.
We're spread out.
I mean, I care, just in a different way. Lesser than me. Lesser than the way I care about myself.
So when we come
Get that
back,
black fireball.
we should be ready. We should be prepared. Okay.
On the successful comeback, like Bones said,
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't
this is
necessarily agree with that, but if everybody does, I mean, I'll go along. I just like winning, and participation
like
fees
winning-
don't do anything for me. So
Well, it's
to go in
more
there and
knowledge,
get it.
though.
Yeah,
Aim first, you're last.
if you like winning,
Icky Bobby.
I don't want to
Watch
hear your
how we-
long explanation about it, Ren.
no, it's a short one.
I just
Watch what we do, and then we go in the second
Yeah.
time and win.
yeah, that's
See how that works?
Yeah, well, maybe it's me.
Look,
I'm old
I
school.
mean,
You kids are
I
young.
wish I could explain it in an analogy you would get, like watching tapes
war.
of enemies.
If you're a
like-
unit in a war,
Yeah, I listen. I
Yeah,
understand it. I just don't agree with it, and that's fine. Majority's
I hear
against.
you,
So
but I'm dug in.
Yep. I'm not gonna go against it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Right.
that.
well, let's go.
As you guys step into the mirror,
You believe that, Bones?
I'm
He just
dug
needs to
in.
fucking get it.
You find yourself instantly in this, new environment. You float above the rooftop of a shattered temple with columns. Around the edges of the rooftop, in a ghostly dance, you see the vaguely humanoid spirits. Nearby is an oval of utter blackness, like you've seen many times. Behind it is a flight of stairs that descends into mist and ends in a broken edge. Up the staircase walks a knight, clad in plate mail armor. The knight has long blonde hair and a drooping mustache. In one hand, he holds a chain from which a black medallion hangs. Medallion that looks very familiar, the one you guys got from, that allowed you to come back here. from the
Oh
carnivores.
yeah.
That is what it looks like, though it doesn't have the crack in the pearl.
Oh, okay.
His eyes range over the spirits who swirl around as he raises his medallion over his head. Kitiara, show yourself, come to me. He's making his way up there. You guys look down and you don't have like feet. You're like, just disappear into nothingness towards your Casper style of like spirits.
Okay. How big is this hallway?
So it's not even like a hallway, so you guys are floating
Like
above a
staircase.
temple. It's broken on the side, and you can see him walking up this staircase. But the temple, everything's just floating in this mist. Like he disappears. Everything seems ethereal, and
Okay, I'm just gonna cast minor illusion, and put like the mist in front of us, and I'll just keep
So
casting it.
again, you guys don't have really any of your normal skills. You're just spirits. So you
Okay.
have movement in three.
Okay.
Three.
Okay.
Like you can manipulate objects, but you're not really like your class at this point. You feel like you actually kind of feel a draw down into the mist, but you guys kind of fight it as you feel a sense of being lost rather, an uncomfortable feeling of like not sure where you're at is always kind of hanging around as you're these spectral figures, much like Caradoc.
I'll just say to everyone, remember, just observing.
You guys just gonna watch?
Mm-hmm.
So as you watch, you see him walk up for a while, a few minutes, 5 minutes or so. He's calling for Kitiara, and then all of a sudden he looks over and you see one of the spirits is kind of glowing a little brighter. Kitiara walks up the stairs, and the spirit kind of floats up. It's hard to see from where you guys are at exactly who it is, but he seems ecstatic as he holds up the medallion. You see her spirit gets pulled into the medallion. He holds it in his hand. Starts to kind of not run, but like quickly make his way down the stairs. Back down the stairs before he disappears in the mist. And at that point, you guys feel this like gut punch kind of sickness in your feeling as you're hurled out of the mirror.
Well. Okay.
That went quicker than I thought.
Yes.
Don't seem to have a lot of capability either.
No.
I mean, were voices in the wind?
Could we?
Do you think he could see us if we interact, or I mean, we can touch objects.
Yeah, he's
but-
like pushing past spirits. Some of them, because some would just kind of come towards him as like, probably lost or wanting help or whatever. And he's like literally kind of,
Hey!
Yeah.
okay, you're not even gonna look. You don't even look at me like you don't even know.
First thought, could
No
one of
one
us
cares about
fly?
me, Dad.
Could one of us fly into the amulet and occupy it before Kitiara?
That was my thought too.
We'd have to try.
We have to. Excuse me. Sorry, that was funny. You'd have to try. That's pretty. Yeah, that's a true thing.
Or we
That's
can
a
fly
great
up and
idea.
fly.
I love it as a first try attempt. You know,
Or we can
Well,
find her spirit and
We
try
could
to.
take the amulet.
But could we?
it
Like,
would be
can
a
we
tough
touch
one.
anything?
And we don't have ours, right? Like, not when we're in there.
Do we have
Even
the
though ours
amulet?
is
We don't have any.
packed.
Do we have our items?
No, you're just
No.
spirits. Yep.
Yeah.
You just Get
Got
you're
to
like
use
your
our
mental
brains.
stat.
Yes. We could take the amulet. We could. Could
I
we?
don't think
Did we
we could
feel like we could interact with the other spirits?
You guys didn't really try.
Alright, so plan A is to, I think, have Ren occupy the amulet because you're the only
Yeah.
one that has lost it, lost the point.
I get it. I see the short straw when you hold it up with
And
no
then
other straw.
the other option is having all of us, I guess, talk to the spirits, like Noah, or like Bone says.
Hmm.
And
Honestly, I'm
I meant.
no.
I meant. Actually, my intention was, if we could get to her spirit, if we're able to interact with them, we could just keep her away, send her down before he gets to her.
by like convincing her to go somewhere, or by like.
Well, you felt the draw down, right? In the underworld, he said. So
I felt it.
that's where
Oh,
they're
so
good
like escort her further into the underworld.
before he finds her. And he wandered for about 5 minutes, but we know where she'll be. She'll be somewhere in that direction. And she was glowing.
I mean, to be fair, though, I feel that draw every single day.
Yep,
Like-
but he had something that could help him find her. If we take that down, will he just be able to do it there, or is it just enough?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't need her,
So-
but I also like that if we send her deeper, no matter what, it still fucks up this memory. That feels like it's a good sign, right?
I mean, should we send her all the way down?
escort her to oblivion.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if possible. But again, by time or
Go fast.
where should I be in this when I try to get myself sucked up into the zone. We gotta
Oh,
locate her. I gotta be
Really?
real close, and then I just gotta jump in, right?
I think you just go for it. Just try to go into it.
Well, I don't think I could just charge up to him because he's like pushing other
Yeah,
spirits aside.
I feel like
know?
he had to invite her in.
He'll just like shove me through. Yeah, I think he needs to activate it before the.
Okay, so then we go plan B, then plan A. So we find her, we try to convince her to go lower, and if he gets there with the thing,
Yes.
try
Then
to
we
Yes.
try. Yes.
I
And
think
we'll
so.
need to be quick.
I got.
He was wandering for I think 5 minutes, so we'll have to be fast.
Go right for it.
Can we try to retrace the
Yeah.
triangulation of where she was in this?
As you
Or
guys step back through into the mirror once again, you feel that weightlessness, that insubstantial kind of feeling, and you immediately kind of recognize the scene and kind of the pretty accurately where she was seen, right? Like the not just the general area, but the pretty sure you know the area. And you guys kind of will yourself to start to go over there, and you realize you're just like when you really concentrate, can just kind of zip around. Like your movement is,
Ooh,
you know,
nice.
things move in a strange way, anyways. But before you find yourself over in that area, as you do, you kind of scan the fantasy, and you realize a lot of the spirits are kind of just generic. You know, if that sounds very
Yeah.
familiar, kind of features. But then you see one that sticks out. She's just floating, kind of looking around, lost.
There she is.
She's got the curly hair and the crooked smile. You see, it's Kitty-Yara.
Ongo. Let's go. Come on.
I'll take
I'll
up a
start-
defensive position.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for soft.
I'm gonna move towards her. Kitchiara.
She kind of looks around.
Hello. You probably don't remember my face. We must go down. Take my hand.
Why? You
Just
hear
trust me.
Sauce voice. Kittiara, come to me.
Fear not, my
She kind of
love.
looks past.
You
for a
recall when
second.
we were wed in another time.
Ignore the voices, Kittiara. You feel the pull. Come on.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll.
It's a high DC sounding voice.
21.
Oh, nailed
21.
it! Maybe.
She seems confused enough that you can kind of lead her. She, especially in that moment where she's like, "No, but I think I heard," and you're like, you just kind of
Yeah.
coolly brush past it. She just seems lost and confused enough that you pull her down into that dark mist. And as that happens, you see she starts to kind of glow a little bit and look a little different, like you saw as you see Soth is at the stairs, and he's like, "Kitiar, wait, no, come back, my love." She's who, and you guys disappear into the darkness underneath, and as that happens, you guys feel a shuddering feeling, and you hear a shattering sound as the whole area feels like the air is being sucked out of it, and you guys are, expelled from the mirror, shattering the
shit.
final mirror.
Oh shit. Oh
I brace myself for the return.
As you step out of the
Yeah.
mirror, the Black Knight towers above you. His body is no longer ghostly and indistinct, and his burning eyes lock onto yours. Chilling cold emanates from his rotted flesh, turning your blood to ice. His mouth opens, and a deep voice echoes it, like a deep voice echoing on an empty tomb. He speaks. "So, it was you who spoiled my dreams. You had better have a good reason, or I will turn your waking hours to nightmares."
Your
He
dreams
stares
were
hard.
lies. They were untrue.
You see a
We're just
flare in
showing
his
you
orange eyes as they flare up in rage. "You speak to me of truth? I've walked this land for 3
Lord Soth,
centuries." His
I apologize for
sword in his hand. You
our
see he's
stupid
wearing his
friend.
black plate mail with the burnt
Do I see the
rose.
gauntlet?
Yeah, I was just about to. You say you notice that he's wearing the only thing that doesn't match his actual like armor set is a heavy gauntlet, though it looks like that minor illusion. I think he showed you like a minor illusion or something. The what it looked like a gauntlet with a demon's face and a emerald eyes. Um, he's holding a sword, a black hilted, wicked black blade, long sword. It's got a fetid purple glow to it. You speak to me of truth.
I apologize for our stupid friend. He's stupid. I give Ren like a fucking look.
No more, no more words other than the truth. Why are you here, and why did you awaken me?
What's up? Your lands are currently in disarray. As you've slumbered, they've been slipping from your control, from your grasp, and fallen into dysfunction. And your subjects, including us, are here to beseech you to tend to your lands once more, and perhaps, a little side note, take the five of us and kick us back to the plane from whence we came, and we'd love to help you if there's something that we can do to facilitate that, to help you get control over your lands again and see them
Why
put right.
should I limit? Why would I want to limit the use of the mirrors to save a flawed and boring domain?
How could you rule over these lands if you're stuck in a mindscape, King Song?
You stuck in the real world is any different, at least there.
Why not relinquish your crown then if you want to be stuck in a figment of your imagination, sir?
Booming boys. You don't understand how it works here. Yes, I rule Scythians. There isn't a creature that walks or crawls or flies in this land that doesn't know me.
We don't.
But I am also a prisoner here.
I hear a broken man who wants to hide.
Seems, again, the pinpoint behind his eyes flare up as the blade flares up. I hide from nothing. I stand before you now.
We had to wake you up, sir. You have a duty to behold.
Speak of me of duty. This is my keep, and I will have your heads for your insolence.
Can I go ahead and maybe cast Bless on the five of us?
Yeah, as you start to cast, he raises his sword up.
I'm gonna Misty Step.
I think you have antagonized him into a fight.
I'm gonna Misty Step as far away as I can.
We'll just have to. It's up to you guys. We can do this, or we can call it. And
I think next session would be a good idea.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys have angered him into a fight, that was interesting.
I don't think.
Damn, we were. I feel like we were close. We were close. We had a chance there to get him over.
We're that close.
I didn't feel there's any closeness.
We led with insults and closed with insults.
Well, the closing ended it, but there was a moment there where I thought, oh, maybe.
Oh boy. All right.
There was a moment there where he wasn't aggressive towards us, at least.
I think the first person who needed to talk would have been Bungo or someone who could silver tongue it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree that not that like Bungo did a good job, and like Bryn just came out with, like he said, was a little bit kind of antagonistic or a little bit bold, even, or a little, maybe insulting, maybe, especially to him, this emotionally unintelligent kind of guy who has a problem dealing with that stuff. And
I felt like
rage.
oh man.
So that said, and then Bungo came in and made a really good point. However, you guys find out in conversation.
Basically, he was like,
he doesn't really care too much about this fucking place, right?
So
now you'd have to think, what other thing is he fucking obsessed with?
I wanted to go. I almost said, I wish
if you were trying to talk your way out of it, I'm saying.
If I wish
was he fucking obsessed with? The only thing.
Listen. This is
I was going to suggest
subscriber conversation. Okay.
The only thing.
So You have to
Also,
pay
sometimes
just
you
like
just throw down, you throw hands with him.
Yeah.
You do that in his
It's-
throne room, in his own keep.
Yep,
So,
it sounds like a really
so-
smart move. I don't think we're going to be taking 1 point off after this battle, guys.
No, that was good. That was fun.
You'll have to find out
Entertaining.
next Saturday.
Oh
We'll
my
be
God, I
back
can't
here
wait.
right around 9:15. We got Val Chronicles coming up Tuesday, so
I'll
they
be
were
listening.
finally out of the shit and back to adventuring. So, and they just got a bunch of items and stuff. So that'll be a fun to get back, and then we'll be back here Saturday. All right, be safe, be cool.